works and doesn't work is through randomized controlled trials. Every single randomized controlled trial shows that hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin are both ineffective with COVID. Any other indication short of onchocerciasis or strongyloides is still experimental only. To make over-the-counter an experimental drug for people just to experiment on themselves completely undermines the reason why we have a drug prescription process in the first place. What's next? If we have, a small group of people who next believe that blood thinners cure this and that, will we have blood thinners over the counter? Will we have fentanyl over the counter? Where do we stop this where we have people experimenting on themselves? And it's mandated medical malpractice because this law would be having a group of politicians, non-doctors, forcing our state medical director to write a prescription when it would be malpractice for any doctor to write a prescription for this to be used carte blanche for any reason. That would be malpractice. You would go before the Iowa Board of Medicine for malpractice, and this bill is a group of politicians forcing a medical director to commit malpractice, and then forcing pharmacists to commit malpractice when a pharmacist is forced to give that drug when they know it might be harming that patient. Think of the ethical and moral situation of these pharmacists when they know this patient might have long QT syndrome or a drug that they're already taking that might interact with ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine. And yet, because this group of politicians in this capital is forcing them to give it to that patient, that pharmacist has to harm them against the oath that they took. There's a part in this bill that also says no records shall be kept. No records shall be kept from the dispensing of this drug. Why? Is it so that we don't find out 5-10 years from now how many people were killed because of this policy? Why else would there be no records, mandated that no records could be kept when these drugs are dispensed? This is one of the most reckless, dangerous bills I have seen. I'm shocked it even got a subcommittee. This needs to go in the trash immediately. I oppose it.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Representative?
Yeah, I have some strong concerns about the bill as written as well. To me, it really hones in on two words: shall dispense. Pharmacists have a corresponding responsibility to ensure the safety and appropriateness of every prescription that they provide to a patient. That's the core of the professional autonomy of the profession. And so then there's no other place in Iowa code that we force healthcare providers to do something like that and to provide a specific treatment. Also, what's different now that wasn't there in 2020, 2021 is pharmacists are able now to have their own prescriptive authority. So I question the need for something like this. We also last year passed a bill out of our chamber about medical conscience and about protecting providers from providing treatments that they believe is against our conscience. And I do see a conflict with this as well. I worry about the precedent when I see other states having bills that force pharmacists to dispense abortion drugs and what that does with medical conscience. So the bill as written, I do have some strong concerns about.
Okay.